Hey y'all, this is Marty from Kitchen Solvers. Just in case you haven't seen any of my pictures or my posts, this is me, one of the owners of Kitchen Solvers of Spring Hill. And I wanted to introduce you to one of our favorite vendors, and more to the point, a fabricator, because you can't do anything with your countertops unless you're an expert in this, and I wouldn't have it done any other way. So my favorite fabricator of all things marble, granite, and quartz is Erin here at Prestige Marble and Granite.
Well, thank you.
Yes, and what I want you to do is, you are very different than most fabricators in
Yeah.
this industry, and I want you to explain why you are different than all the other fabricators.
I think there's a lot of things that make us different. For one thing, we don't send any of our customers to Nashville, Huntsville, Birmingham, any of these other places to source material. So what we do, we actually travel to Brazil, Italy, Spain, all these different places. We put our hands on the material. It's a very unique custom experience that you're not going to get anywhere else. You're going to not have to travel. You're not going to have to guess at what your kitchen's going to look like, and you're going to get it at a fraction of the cost. So you're getting a lot of things that are very custom. You're getting the opportunity to look at full slabs. You're not getting a 4x4 sample, like a lot of places give you. And then you're not having that 25% markup that you're going to get with some of these distributors in these larger cities, because we're importing that stuff the same way that they are, and we just don't have to pass that markup.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's hard enough for our clients to get the price tag of what it's going to cost to do a full
Right.
kitchen.
Yeah.
When I can give them opportunities to look at something very unique and cost effective for them, it makes
Yeah.
a world of difference. Not everybody knows about the different types of products they can get in their kitchen.
Yeah.
So can you explain what you carry, what the differences are between them, and some of the pros
Sure.
and cons?
So, but this is just us doing what we normally do, walking through talking about slabs.
Yeah.
The first two rows, I always tell people, quartzite, hands down, my favorite thing that's in here as far as natural stone. The only thing that's harder than that is going to be a diamond. So very dense, very hard, just a great countertop. There's so many different colors with it. You can go light, you can go really dark, which this adamantium to me is just like a 3D look to me. It's just so beautiful. Lots of depth in quartzite.
See, this would go perfect in a dark and moody themed kitchen.
Oh yeah.
That's my style.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It already says sold.
Yeah.
Thanks to you. And it's going in a soft and moody kitchen.
Yeah,
In the very near future. Oh, and then these have natural fissures in there, so they look like cracks, and they're staying there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't compromise the integrity of the slab.
And you can actually feel a natural fissure with your hand, and it looks kind of shattered. That is the nature of quartzite, which is why it's great to have the customers come in here. I like for you to put your eye on it, put your hands on it, know it, feel it, love it.
I do.
That way when it gets to your house, you don't think, okay, well, it looks like somebody dropped a hammer on this, it's shattered. No, that's the way it looked when you were here. So there's no surprises when people get stuff put in their house. Yeah, so the next tile we're going to be on is dolomite and marble. A lot of places that you go and look at stone, they're actually not going to call anything a dolomite. It's going to be granite or quartzite. It's neither one. Dolomite is harder than marble, a little softer than granite sometimes. Sometimes it's a lot harder. It has a lot of natural quartzite chunks in it. So it's good anywhere you want to put that one. So the purple, the garnet, the pink that you see in there, that's actually just a giant chunk of quartzite crystal. This is a new one. I picked this out in Italy when we went, but we have everything tested. So before we bring it here, I'm going to know, is it going to scratch in your house? Is it going to stain in your house? If it is, how quickly is it going to stain if you spill something on it? And then you've got marble, which, everybody loves the beautiful marble. This white Carrera is a dual finish. A lot of marbles we get are going to be dual finish. So the front side is honed, the back side is going to be polished. I think the best thing about having a honed marble is that one of the parts that are not desirable with marble is etching. So lemon juice, vinegar, things like that, even oil. Etching it is basically taking that shine off. If you get it honed, everything is already taken off of the shine. So,
Very true.
yeah.
Oh, but we're creeping up on my favorite.
Yeah, I know. This one I picked out in Italy too. I was thinking about you when I got it. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Just to me, this is a piece of art.
Yeah, it really
This is a statement piece. And for what most people don't understand is that in kitchens,
As much as people take the time to pick out their doors and their tile and their hardware, this is where people splurge.
Yeah.
This is what people are looking at mostly in their kitchens when they're cooking, when they're eating, when they're prepping anything, is they're looking down at the countertop.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you want to look like at a piece of art?
Yeah.
But this, I want to put this in someone's kitchen so badly. I absolutely adore this piece. Everything about it, I want to put it in someone's house.
Yeah. We've got a lot of really nice granite
Yes.
too.
I mean,
That to me is just Green's Halloween. It reminds me of, the spider webs, the cobwebs. It's very,
it's
very,
just so cool.
very October to me. So
Yes. I love the leathered look.
Yeah.
And also when you have under cabinet lighting with a leathered countertop,
Yeah.
you don't see the harsh lines from the lighting.
You're not
It
getting that
softens
glare.
everything. Yeah.
Well, and two, another good part about it is you're not seeing grubby little kid fingerprints or your husband coming home, or even if you're just cooking, lotion, whatever, you're not seeing fingerprints, you're not seeing crumbs, things like that too. So this is probably one of my favorite granites right now. Silver gray. It looks like soapstone. It's honed. It's such a soft, kind of just a really warm feeling to it. I guess we will move on to soapstone, which is probably my favorite natural stone. It just feels amazing too.
It's gorgeous. It
Yeah.
looks like it moves.
It does, yeah.
It looks rough, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's silky smooth.
Silky smooth, it really is.
Everything about it, it literally has this fluid movement to
Yeah.
it. It's amazing.
And that's not oiled. But if you want to give it that dark, that rich look,
yeah.
we can oil it for you.
The same slab.
Same thing, yeah.
And
Yeah.
green is trending.
Yeah,
Look at the way
yeah.
it looks with green.
Yeah, it looks great on this sage cabinet too. Because we've got the two different types of engineered stone. We've got quartz that is also man-made. It's a great way to get the look of marble without having to worry about staining, scratching, etching, things like that. And then we've got the other option in engineered stone, porcelain.
It looks like a picture.
It does. So the difference between quartz and porcelain is this is a printed picture of a very exotic stone somewhere in Italy that I probably couldn't afford. Most people couldn't. It's something that is just very exotic and hard to find. They put a picture on here, they print it, they bake it, throw powdered glass on it, bake it longer. That's how you get such a beautiful, rich polish on these.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And this is also heat safe. So where quartz is not heat safe, this you can set something directly out of the oven or off of the stove and you're not going to have any issues out of it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Probably my favorite.
It is one of mine.
So rich and just
Absolutely
beautiful feeling.
It's something I would look for in a museum.
Yeah.
It's at that level.
Absolutely. This Excalibur, so we have this in natural stone, and this is the porcelain version of it. So this is Panda, this is man-made. Somebody took a picture of this, printed it on here, and it just so happens that we have the natural stone version of it, just a few aisles over. Right here, we have the natural version of the Panda that I just showed you, and the porcelain. You still have the blues, the greens, the deep blacks, the whites. This is just out of the ground.
That is pretty cool to have a sample of the natural stone.
Yeah.
And everything about it, and then go right into, but you can also have it in porcelain for all of these other different reasons. It's very cool.
Yeah, we just try to give people more than one option. We don't want to back anybody against a wall of, you want this look, you have to go with this particular stone. We like to keep lots of options between man-made and natural. So
It's hard enough to pick a countertop with all the different choices and the colors and all the ideas that people have out there. But it's hard for people to understand what those countertops might look like in their house.
Right.
So you have a very different process than most fabricators.
We do.
How does that work?
So what we have is a D2 scanner. It makes us able to scan in all of the slabs in our slab yard into our computer. We're going to lay out your actual kitchen cabinet drawings on that, and then you're going to be able to see exactly what it looks like in your house.
So after it's scanned, we can go in here and check for defects in the slab. You can zoom in and look. The slab looks pretty good. There's a mark right here. put that mark there. That's for the person programming it, to make sure that this imperfection doesn't get put in the finished product.
They're scanning it directly from the showroom. We're putting it on your slabs. You're telling me where you want your island to fit on those slabs, essentially, and then we're gonna cut it exactly like you want us to. It's gonna be rendered to reality. You tell me what you want, I'm gonna show it to you, and then the guys in our shop are gonna take this information and put it in your house. It's a very custom process. It's gonna allow for us to show people that don't have a vision exactly what their slab is gonna look like in their home.
It is such an easy handoff to you, the expert in this,
Right.
to help walk them through which one is going to be the right thing for
Yeah.
their home and their lifestyle. To look at it on the computer
Yeah.
after we provide the designs to you, it's just, people want to do business with you because
Right.
of what you bring to the table, and I just make it easy for them to do that.
I agree. Yeah.
I have loved working with you.
Thank you.
People feel like family when they come here, and I've always felt welcome just walking through the door
Yeah.
and not even having to say hello, even though I always do.
Yeah.
And bring people right through your showroom. You are always here, as well as Jessica, to answer any questions that we have. So if you ever want to check out Prestige Marble and Granite online, it's actually going to be exactly what you're going to see in the showroom. She's fabulous. We're happy to make that connection with you through our process, or come on in and check it out yourself.